What's up, guys? Mike the Cop. Many of you may or may not know that I was part of starting a nonprofit organization called Humanizing the Badge. You can find more information about that in the description below. But essentially, we have focused ourselves in two key areas. One is in what we call Project Human, where we go to a town, city, and we try to connect law enforcement officers with the community and very often with other third-party nonprofits or community service-oriented groups and bring them all together for projects on the ground that will make not only a difference there, but hopefully as we document it and use social media as a platform to expose it to others, we will hopefully motivate and inspire other people to do the same things there or to be creative in their own ways to humanize the badge. We also have the Call for Backup campaign where we do suicide prevention training. We also do trainings regularly that respond to critical incidents or just talking to first responders about how to deal with the stresses that come with the job, something that I recently talked about. As a result of having a nonprofit and being a person that has a passion for doing those kinds of things, I get multiple requests all of the time, whether it's for a GoFundMe or for assistance with other nonprofits. And the reality is we just can't do it all. It's not practical. And it would take away from the focus purpose that we have intended to do with our resources. So just to make that clear, what we typically will only engage in fundraising efforts for people or organizations that we have come in direct contact with as a result of the work that we are doing already in our nonprofit space. So one of those things is Hallie's Heroes. We came across Hallie. Officer Daniels had heard her story and made a connection possible while we were out in Texas recently for Project Human in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we met Hallie, and she went live on some of our social media pages and began to describe her story of having a rare disorder that literally is a 99% chance of early death and with a 1% chance of finding a match. It's like a 1 in a million odds of being able to find a match. I'm not a scientist. Those numbers are the way that I understand them. Don't get lost in those details. The point is, people who have this disorder, unless they find a match, it's essentially a death sentence. And so we had an opportunity because the Fort Worth Police Department and representatives there were already getting involved with Hallie's Heroes on some level. We had a chance to come alongside them and hopefully expand the reach. Since we have done that, there have been thousands of people who have signed up to get swabbed to see if they are a match for anyone, and we're going to continue to do that. I'm going to bring Hallie on here in just a second to hear in her own words what's going on and what her passion is, so let's check that out. Did you just wake up?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of?
Yeah, kind of. I just had breakfast, and it's like 6:50 a.m.
I got 4 hours of sleep last night. Is that good or bad?
Bad.
I agree with you. So we'll see. I'll have some coffee this morning and see if I can make it. So, Hallie, tell everybody who you are, how old you are, what's going on with you, what you decided to do about that, all the good stuff.
Okay. So, hi, everybody. My name is Hallie B. I'm 10 years old now, and I have DBA, which means that I can't produce red blood cells. And so that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
So we need to find, I found my match, but we need other people to find their matches too. So far we have found 69 matches, and we have swabbed over 5,000 people.
That's amazing. So if someone has DBA, that's what it is called, right?
Yes, sir.
What does that stand for?
Diamond black fan anemia.
Okay, so if someone has that, what does that mean for them in their life?
Well, they just can't produce red blood cells, and red blood cells carry oxygen throughout your body.
I gotcha. So if you don't have a match, then what does that mean for that person?
Well, you need steroids and transfusions to keep you alive.
Okay, I gotcha. So if you get the match and that works, then basically you have a 99% chance at that point of then going on to live a completely normal life, right?
Yes, sir.
That sounds really good to me. So you started Hallie's Heroes when you found out that you had DBA, and you found a bunch of other matches before you had a potential match, right?
Yes, sir.
So why did you want to do this?
The reason that I wanted to do this is because the government doesn't fund DBA research because it's so rare, and also because there isn't enough swabbing, there isn't enough awareness, and family members are going out to go and swab people, and their child is sick in the hospital, and they don't have a match yet. So they need to find their match. So what we do is we give them a chance to just take a break, and we go and we swab people, we fundraise, and we do scholarships for kids that need extra money to pay their doctor bills.
That's awesome. I love your heart. I love that.
Thank you.
I love that you want to help other people, and you put other people even before yourself. So now, since we all started this, trying to jump in and help with finding you a match, you did find a potential match, right?
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. So what's the next step for you?
What?
What's going to be the next step for you?
Well, the next step for me is even finding out if they said yes or no. Because 50% of the people they just join the National Bone Marrow Registry, and they don't even do it if they're found to be a match.
So they do the swab, they get told that they're a match, but half of them back out and don't do the transplant.
Yes, sir.
Or the donation.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So we'll be pulling for you, we'll be praying for you, and hoping that your match does not back out. But
Thank you.
whether they do or don't, we're not going to stop helping to make sure that we're helping Hallie's Heroes and making sure that we find even more matches for you.
Yes, sir.
So that
we will.
So that no one backs out. And
Yes, sir.
you've already saved 69 other people, or found 69 other matches in this process.
Yes, sir.
And we don't want that to stop. We want more people to find their matches. So that's awesome. And I really thank you for coming on and explaining this to everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Have an awesome day at school, I guess.
I will.
All right.
You too. Have
All
a great
right.
day.
You too.
Bye.
See ya.
See you too.
From the moment that Hallie had opened her mouth when I met her in Texas, she had captured my heart, and I knew that I was going to be part of the solution to this. Unfortunately, when I tried to sign up to be a donor, I was disqualified. They have a lengthy medical history that you have to fill out. They want, obviously, to make sure that everything is very particular about who the donors are going to be. I wasn't able to get swabbed because I didn't meet that criteria, but that doesn't mean that I have to stop helping, because I can use this platform to continue to do the work of humanizing the badge in partnering with Hallie's Heroes. So I would encourage you to check into this. The website, I'm going to put it in the description where you need to go in order to see if you can be a donor. And if you are disqualified like me from doing that, you can still donate to that cause to help continue to get awareness and the word out to get more donors. Because as Hallie said, 50% of the people who are matches back out. And listen, this isn't a major thing. It's a recovery of about a week, and it feels like a big bruise on your hip. You can still function. So this isn't something that is going to be debilitating to you as a donor. Unfortunately, half people back out. Hallie has found a match after doing this for a long time, and we are hopeful that her match does not back out, but we can't stop there. We need to ensure that we help save Hallie's life and the life of others who are in that predicament. Humanizing the Badge has come alongside in this cause, and we are committed to this. So thank you for any consideration. And I know this is a little bit of a different video from what you normally find on my channel, but I was committed to doing this for her, and I told her that I would do it. And I try, although I am imperfect, to be a man of my word. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great one. Goodbye.
Dallas Fort Worth, what's up? It's Officer Daniels. Listen, September 8th, Texas Motor Speedway, we are putting a benefit comedy show together for you guys and for Hallie's Heroes. Chelsea Lynn, aka Trailer Trash Tammy, Libby Higgins, Benny Montez, Chris Fisher, Steve Gastineau, and I will all be there for a meet and greet and comedy show. And we're going to raise a bunch of money for Hallie's Heroes. We're going to get people swabbed for the bone marrow registry. It's going to be an awesome time, and we want you there. So please mark your calendars, buy your tickets before they sell out. Hey, and guess what? You're going to get to meet Trailer Trash Tammy in person, in living flesh. Come on. Hope to see you there. We love you guys. Thank you for all the support, and be safe.